Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick with MFX here. I'm going to keep this video as quick as I can so that we can just kind of be in and out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the AUD Canadian dollar analysis that we did to see how that trade ended up. So let's go ahead and go over here, and then after that we're going to go over two trades right now that we just took here at MFX. So the AUD Canadian dollar trade, this trade, it actually hit take profit. I don't know what's going on right here, but it wicked down from where we sold. So we sold up in here. The trade that we called was up here. You guys can see the entry was right along this level here. So we entered right here. Stop was just above the highs. Take profit was down in here, I guess, so like right here, but it wicked down lower. Like I said, I'm not sure why TradingView hasn't shown that this has hit take profit, because this hit take profit in like a minute. It was insane. Like this morning during New York session, it's about 10:38 a.m. right now, but during New York session, in 1 minute, price wicked down, and we had this drastic movement. See this 1 minute movement, like down, and then it came even lower to the profit target. So that was pretty cool. Technicals will work out like that sometimes as long as you're using enough confluence. But yeah, so it worked out pretty nicely. So with that, AUD Canadian dollar hit the take profit. For me, for my entry, I got, it says 54 pips here. I don't know if my broker executed me at a different price, but I only got 37 pips on this. So my trade was closed. It hit take profit at about $371 on a standard lot. So I guess I only got 31 pips. So like I said, I don't know what happened with this. I got 37 and it says 54 here, but anyway. But this one did hit take profit. Yeah, so this is the same sort of entry I called. So that's 80 Canadian dollars, so we're good. We're out of that. Also looking at a few other pairs, and actually took trades on a few of them. So first one is Australian dollar versus the Swiss franc. So AUD CHF. So right here, price had been going up for a while. Okay, so we had a little wave pattern up here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a divergence. Then we had price come down here. We didn't have price crack the trend and test before falling, but as you can see, price has been stalling out. We've been going sideways, and we're also respecting sort of a downtrend on the daily. If we pull up the daily, we're pulling down here. This high just retested this area in here and then started falling. And then so now we're sort of like respecting, you could consider this a downtrend right here. So taking that into account, how we had an Elliott wave move up with divergence and then a reversal here, and then price kind of like failing to continue making higher highs and then hitting this area before falling. What we did here is we waited for price to crack below this level right here, and then waited for price to come up and test it to get this best little entry along this downwards trend line. So we entered down in here. We're in some drawdown right now, but we're risking about 50 pips to go for 164. So roughly a 1 to 3 risk reward. So we're only risking 1 unit to make 3 times that. So really good risk to reward. So this should be good. You guys can still enter this if it's anywhere above our entry right here, which was 0.7461 or some 0.746. So anywhere above here or at the entry, you guys can still enter this. Same take profit and same stop loss. So this is good. So that's a AUD versus the Swiss franc. So the other one was Australian dollar versus the US dollar. This one looks pretty good. So we had an uptrend here. We had price crack that, come up and retest it. And then initially we were looking at this level right here for price to retest. So price retested this level, and if you can see here, we had like a wick, like this wick that came down. So we ended up waiting for price to run back up and sold right here. So in a little bit of drawdown right now. Worst come to worst, price should tap this trend line, the bottom of the upwards trend line or the bottom of this downwards trend line. So up in here with rejection, and then should fall to the profit target. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep this video quick, so I'm not going to go into all the painstaking details. But right here, this looks like a pretty good, simple trade. So stop loss just above in case it cracks these highs and these trend lines. We know that it's going to be invalidated. But as far as we're looking right now, price is looking pretty good. So take profit is just the previous lows right in here, but this should probably see a lot more downside. So that is Australian dollar, US dollar. Last one is Euro versus the Great Britain pound. Now this right here, the market had been going up. There's no Elliott wave pattern right here. We were looking at this one, but this one doesn't retest. So if you want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, But the thing is this overlaps these waves, and this first wave didn't really retest this. So I'm not even gonna like consider this an Elliott wave pattern. But what we have is the market was going up, and then it cracked that trend, came up and sort of tested it before falling, and then now price is now respecting a trend line. So what we did is when price cracked this significant level right here, if you go to your line chart, you can see this significant level right in here. Price interacts a lot with this level. So right here, when price came here and started showing wicks, we ended up taking a sell right there with a stop loss just above this high and just above this downwards trend line, with the idea that if price cracks this trend line, the trade will be invalidated. So roughly 1 to 2 risk reward, risking 55 pips to go for 110, and this is a very, very modest take profit. We're expecting this to reverse more than 400 pips, but for right here, 110 is fine. We're just taking profits at the previous low. Then may wait for price to come up and tap this lower area with rejection before falling even more. And then of course we're going to stop taking sells after we see an Elliott wave pattern downward. So those are the trades we're in right now. You guys have the potential to get even better entries than us here at Mission FX if you're entering anywhere above our entries. But you know, just in this video, you can see our stop losses are here, entries are right here with the black, and then take profits are in green. So you guys can kind of look at those to use your parameters. I think I'm going to get away from calling signals in the Telegram and more so just making videos like these so that you guys are not just getting signals, but you're actually seeing why trades are taken from someone who is consistently profitable, from someone who's consistently made money the past 2.5 years trading Forex. So thank you guys for watching. Again, this is Nick here at Mission FX. We're looking at a few more setups, and if we see something good, we'll go ahead and put out a video for you guys so you guys can get in on the action as well. Mission FX program is closed the rest of the week. We had all 4 spots taken within 2 days, so we'll be opening it up in probably another week or 2. We'll see what happens. But you know, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for all the love. Share the Telegram channel. Share this video and all the other videos here at Mission FX on the YouTube channel. If you thought this was helpful, if someone's trying to learn Forex and you know you think that you got a lot of value here, share the website with them, the free training. You know, just get all the information out there. We're really trying to grow it here. So thank you guys so much for all the support. That's what I wanted to say. Appreciate it. See you guys later. Bye.